ace. Red, blue, ace. Let's go straight to the gameplay because it looks like players are shuffling, signing up, getting ready. Yes, Paul, you are so right for the third place game. Going to be 5 for Kaito, going to be 3 for Ken. Now, we are not going to be putting the timer on.
No, because it is apparently unlimited.
Not apparently, it is unlimited. There's no apparently, it's not a question, Paul.
We're going to be here all night.
We are here all night. We are part of the furniture. When you see Attack Games live stream, we're here with it. But here we go. We've got Kaito on first and we've got Ken on second. Kaito happy with his hand. Ken is mulliganing right now.
A question for you from an analytical point of view, Gorm. What's the matchup what is the matchup against Ace when playing Mihawk?
So Mihawk is actually favored into Ace. Mihawk came into the meta and had good matchups into Emu, into Ace. Doesn't mean Ace isn't, doesn't have a chance. It's probably about a 60-40, maybe a 55-45. Favored to Mihawk, but the biggest card in this matchup I want you to pay attention to and everyone at home paying attention to is the 5-cost Tashigi. Tashigi become 8,000 power. You know what Ace doesn't like to deal with?
8,000 power because you have to pitch out at least a 2 and a 1.
Cool. Let's Jozu that Tashigi.
Won't be able to.
Oh, okay, because it protects itself.
Yeah.
Let's Red Rock that Tashigi.
Nah, can't do that. I'm not going to allow
Let's
it.
Gravity Blade that.
Nah, should be right.
So, Tashigi, very annoying for Ace to deal with. Speaking of, we're straight into it, Paul. No rest for the wicked. Going into our third place match. Winner of this will be getting a not serialized, but a trophy.
A trophy and
Zoro.
a trophy card. Oh, man. We're finally here. Can you believe it? Day 2, playing 3rd and 4th, straight into it. Uses the pronoun, goes for the top 5. What did he end up getting from that pronoun?
I'm trying to look into my monitor, and I can't see very well, so I'll have to see if Kaito does bring back up his hand. But Ken is going to be starting with the Garp, putting the Don on the ace, and Ken then tops top 3, and then plays the Perona. I think got a Kid and Killer from that last Perona.
Now, we'll be playing the Kid and Killer, as you said. And we'll be looking at the top 5 search, getting himself a Supernova. Let's see what he can probably get the Zoro. Won't be able to get the Shanks, unfortunately, but that's okay. Can't even get the Shanks. Gets a 2k counter in hand. Will maybe attach. Yep, uses the Perona. Search for the top 5. We'll be able to use the leader ability, possibly swinging 8k into lead.
Correct.
Let's see if Kaito has better luck this time.
This game, yeah. He's looking for that 5-cost Tashigi. Does he have it in hand already, or is he looking for it? And, the Perona search definitely is one of them. Is going to take the Dead Man's game with the event. Back to Ken.
Doesn't? Oh, no, because he doesn't have 5. That's right.
Oh, yes. Unable to restand. Needs 5k into their 5-cost.
Does go, swing 7, is it 6 into lead, does take life. Uses the Ezo Searcher, looking for a white beard card. Gets himself the buff beard.
Oh, he's so buff, especially that art.
Plays another 1-cost Searcher. It's going to be the Garp being able to find a 2-cost or more, whether it be, regardless of what attribute it may be. It's as long as it's 2-cost or more. It does get himself a second Red Rock.
Second Red Rock, being able to get rid of the big bodies that Kaito might be playing later on, and yeah.
Another search? Another one.
Also takes another buff beard. So we've seen, almost every of the top end from Ken. So he has all the pieces here.
Here we go. Plays just straight into the Tashigi. We'll be able to use the leader ability now. What card is he going to rest? Rest the Perona, restarting 3 Don.
Yeah, good to see that Tashigi for Kaito was struggling with that last game. We did console Kaito, by the way, after the game.
Yeah, we'll give him a hug.
He came out, and he's very gracious in his loss as well. Respect to Kaito, very genuine player as well. He's going 8 into lead, and then we do see Ken actually taking that life. Drawing 1 from life, and drawing 1 from the top of his deck.
Swing 6 into lead, try to fish out a 2k counter. Let's see what he does. He does have a 2k counter available, but just decides to just take life. This is going to be the billion-fold Triceratops.
Triceratops?
What is it?
It's Trichiliocosm.
Trichiliocosm.
That's right.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I'm our pronunciation is the Trichiliocosm.
will be able to play the 4 cost Marco by touching 1 Don onto the ace, enabling the leader effect to become active. Passing the turn back to Kaido on the 7th Don turn. Does he have the 7 cost Shanks?
Yeah, does he hit the curve of the 7 cost Shanks, or is he going to have to do something else? Maybe a second Tashigi, because, you know, as we were discussing before, how key that card is in this matchup. But let's see what Kaido likes to do. And we've talked about the 7 cost Shanks. Being able to rest the Marco over and over again is great. Oh, everyone's very excited over there.
Seems to be someone popping off over there, but that's okay. This is our main focus. We go for the 6 cost Law, bouncing back the Perona, bouncing and putting in a Jewelry Bonnie, freezing one of the Don.
That means the 8 cost Iron Whitebeard will not be able to play on Ken's turn. So very, very nice use of the 5 cost Bonnie while also establishing this Law blocker as well for later turns which may play into it. So great play from Kaido. Let's see what else he does. Probably more than likely going to be resting one of his Don to be able to get 3 back, and then resting another 2 of them to affect the Tashigi. Unless he wants to rest with the Kid and Killer. We'll have to see, Paul.
Plays himself the Perona with that last Don. We'll be able to look at the top 5. Let's see what he ends up getting for this search. There's going to be one event there. Is that a 7 cost Shanks that I see?
Oh, I did have one in hand. Choosing not to use it on this turn, Paul. So much more value in keeping Ken off the 8 cost Iron Whitebeard on curve. Does have the 10 cost Law and Beppo in hand as well. So is going to take the sleepy Luffy card.
He does rest the 2 and activating Tashigi's effect, buffing it up to plus 2,000, and nice juicy 8,000 power swing, potentially hitting Ace's face.
100%. Rest in the Law, swinging 8 into lead. We do see the Izzo effect, gets the Iron Whitebeard, so even after all that, getting rid of the Iron Whitebeard. Still debating what to do on Ken. Does he want to block? Does he want to counter? What are we thinking here, Paul? Would you want to counter?
Do you want more cards in hand?
I do want more cards in hand, and maybe that's, you know, playing around that 7 cost Shanks, being able to rest off. Yeah, it does get to draw the 3 from the leader ability as well.
Past this turn, there is a couple of things that Kaido needs to be aware of. If he's planning to stock up 2k counters as well as events,
Pudding.
4
cost pudding, but actually was not a passive turn. Was just an 8 into lead, Paul.
My apologies.
But
See what he does here. Does he get rid of a brick? He does use the leader ability, plus a 1,000 from that Jozu, and then passes turn over to our ace.
Look at the board that Kaido's really set up here, Paul. 5 characters on the field, and Ken's coming into his turn with 7 Don only. Unable to play Iron Whitebeard, he's going to have to Jozu.
Bounce back and won't be able to rest any cards because
there's nothing to rest.
There's nothing to rest.
What are we doing? Wow. I wonder if that was a misplay by Kaido or intentional as well, but unfortunately had to do what he had to do. And, you know, Ken really capitalizing on that as well, acknowledging that there are 0 cards on the field to be able for Kaido to be able to rest. Was that greedy? Should Kaido have gone a 7k swing rather than an 8k to swap that up? I'm not 100% sure.
Very unfortunate for Kaito. What is he? How can he bounce back from this? Because it's going to be another wasted turn playing the 5 cost Tashigi. Goes for a 2k counter and then plays himself an Izzo. Looks at top 5. There is going to be the 8 cost event as well as a Jozu. Let's see what he ends up getting here. Gets himself the Atmos. Atmos is a 2k, is that correct?
No, Atmos is only a 1k. 1k, the Atmos you play to be able to bounce stuff back to hand.
4 costs or less.
That's correct. 2 and a 2. The weenies are throwing, swinging at each other. Let's see what Kaido does on his 9 Don turn. Is that correct, Paul? Or is it his 8 Don?
It's a 9 Don turn.
9 Don. Probably would have wanted to see maybe the 9 cost Mihawk being able to keep that Jozu rested and then establish that for later on. Even though Ken could definitely red rocket, but does keep Ken off playing a 10-cost Whitebeard or the Iron Whitebeard event. Looks like Ken actually, playing with a very blinged out hand, but actually does look like a lot of bricks in there as well.
Couldn't agree more. What is he going to be playing with this 9 Dawn turn? Doesn't have any Mihawks, but will be playing the 6-cost Law, bouncing back a Perona.
Yeah, Perona back to hand. What comes out? Is it the Tashigi again? Is the Tashigi. Kaito's just kind of stalling, waiting for those later turns, but wants to also spread his board very wide and looking for pieces. So Perona being able to play again, search your top 5. What do you think he's going to be looking for?
Let's see what he gets. He can possibly, there's going to be another Tashigi there. No Law Beppo. Doesn't he gets himself a 2k counter using the Kukunojo and getting the Kukunojo. Two Dons still remaining.
Just debating on what to swing. Is it just going to be a bunch of 6s into ace? It looks like it. So, yep, there's the 1k, the Amos we were talking about before. Paul goes 6 again. What does Ken give up? Is it going to be a leader ability? Looks like it is. That Cavendish does not have any counter. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, it's just a useful brick.
A useful brick. That is the name of the game for Ace, being able to use useful bricks. 8 in Kaito hands, just counting out for Ken there. What does he do with his 2-Don? Does he put one onto the Mihawk? Does he keep one unrested?
Has he even activated the leader ability? Never mind.
Great call, Paul.
Still able to attach certain Don onto certain characters. I think it'll just only be the Mihawk itself. Maybe preparing? Let's see, wait. Leave some Don up. Attach some Don onto Mihawk.
I think the number one play probably here is going to be attach 3 Don onto Mihawk and swing 8 again, but maybe Kaito just wants to put, wants to keep that 3 Don up for a few other plays. We'll have to see what he does.
Just like you said, attaching the 3 Don onto the Mihawk, attaching 8, swinging 8 into the 6. We'll have to pitch out a 2 and a 1. The leader ability has already been used by pitching out that Cavendish, so let's see what he has here. He does have the Otama as well as the 3 brothers.
Yes, indeed. Ken really thinking about it. Maybe he wants to take this. He gets some more cards in hand. Does have the leader ability still active as well. Oh, actually, does he have the leader ability? No, he pitches out. Counters out of that. Gave a 2k and a 1k to pitch out of the 8k swing. So more cards out of Ken's hand is always good for Kaito.
And just resting one of the Don as well as the Law in order to buff up that Tashigi up to 8.
Wants to protect the Tashigi, make it a little bit harder for Ken to swing into it, even if he plays the 10-cost Whitebeard or something along those lines, the value beard, as we like to call it, Paul. Being able to put 2 Don onto the Ace and 2 Don onto the Jozu just makes the countering a little bit easier for Kaito, and might mean that he can counter out of one and then might lose the other one, but that's okay because that's not swings into this Law, into this Bonnie. He has a lot of 6k swings in the field, Paul.
Places stuff that... Oh, just plays it Raw.
Raw, not needing the 8-cost Iron Whitebeard.
Potentially saving that maybe for the 9 buff beers the 2 buff beers that he has in hand. All right, here we go. It's going to be an 8 into lead. Oh no, 8 into the Law. We need to have a 2 and a 1. Let's go over the Law. It goes for 9 into the Law. Has to provide 2 2Ks just to keep it alive. Does have 1 Don available still for a potential 3 cost, 3 event. 3,000 plus event.
Looks like they might be using the 1 billion fold Tri-Chiliocosm, to be able to go +4 onto the Law, up to 10. There it is right there. Having 8 or more rested, nice and easy. Like it into the 10 Don turn for Kaito. Will we see the Law and Beppo that is in his hand being played down to keep the Whitebeard rested?
Yes,
indeed.
Yeah, here we go. It's like, sit down, old man, take a rest.
And he will be taking a rest for the turn. He will be will not be allowed to unrest as well. He's going to go 2 into... No, just using it to unrest. No, mind, that is not a swing.
Here we go, a 6 into lead, pitching out a 1, another 6 into lead. We'll have to pitch out another 1, or has the option to use the leader ability here. Does he have any potential bricks to get rid of in hand? He does have the Roger. Does pitch out the Roger for the leader ability.
How many bricks is Ken actually running in his hand? It feels like he has a few, no? Has 6 in hand. I do believe there's a 1. Wow, is there only a 2K counter left in hand for Ken?
I believe so. Resting the Lord Beppo, buffing up that it does take it. It's going to be a 6 into the face.
Eight into face as well. Ken's just taking it. He's gone down to 0. No, he's scooping.
He's scooping. He scooped. Scoopity scoop scoop.
Ken not feeling it. Not confident what was happening. First game goes to Kaito. Nice and easy.
The luck has reversed.
Hey.
Sorry.
Way too early to be saying that. It is a best of 3 untimed ball.
Kaito, look at that smile on his face. Oh, it's a second win for him.
Look, it's a win for Kaito is a win for everyone. No, but respect to Kaito. Played perfectly. Saw the 5 Kotsushigi. Was able to use the stuff as well. And Ken just bricked up and really not feeling. Didn't want to play that out. Was on down to 0 life, and as soon as he went down to 0, he just wanted to go back and run it back. We're going to be seeing Ace on first and Mihawk on second, Paul. So maybe that might make the difference here. Ace probably not liking to go first as much as well, though, but does take the first away from Mihawk. Mihawk wants to go first. Ace doesn't want to go first, but if you can swap it back, maybe it gives a chance for Ace to come back into it.
That game went quite quickly.
Very quickly, Paul.
Let's see,
even if this was timed, we might have not even make the time, but we'll have to see. There is at least 2 more. There could be 2 more games in this round. We need to see how Ken goes. We need to see how Kaito goes. If Kaito wins, he will be our 3rd place champion for the Oceania Championship. And if Ken wins, Ken will be the 3rd place champion.
Let's give Kaito a hug after this, if you would.
We're going to stop hugging Kaito, okay? Too many hugs. We got to settle down there, mate.
Oh, mate.
What if Ken loses? We've got to give Ken a hug.
Yeah, we're going to give Ken a hug,
We give a lot of people hugs around here. And they'll be like, who are you guys? Like, it's us. You don't know us. You don't know the Paul and Gorm. we're Australia famous. So, Ken just shuffling up into a game 3. Let's see if we can try and see some of these hands, these starting hands, Paul. I hope one day we can actually implement the Japanese card holders that they do.
That would
they
be
would always
nice.
be there. We can always go to the hand.
Stop fiddling with your cards. We want to see what info we can get from here.
But at the same time, amazing setup today and yesterday as well.
Shout out to Trent. Thank you.
Yes, we will shout that man out every day of the week. And no, looks like Ken's choosing to stay on second. Let's see.
Okay. That's a Red Rock.
That's a Red Rock. That's a Garp. That's a Yamato. That's an
and
Ace. And that's Pudding.
The Pud here.
The Pud. A little bit of Pud.
The little Puds.
I feel like Pud's pretty good into Mihawk.
And it's not just the regular Puds, it's the championship stamp Puds.
A lot of people were getting the championship stamped cards this weekend. We saw a lot of them around. And what does Kaito have in his hand? He's contemplating.
Card sleeves. Okay.
Tashigi, Shanks.
Not bad on the curve.
It's scary, though, isn't it, Paul? If you don't find any searches in your first couple of turns, you're not going to be doing much, are you? And I think that's what Kaito is thinking about right now. Does he keep it or does he mulligan? I think it's a very tough call. Looks like Ken very happy with his hand, seeing the put, and Kaito says,
all right, okay, Kaito, all right, he's locked and loaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 is on our hand of the 3rd place round. Kaito, first on play, just passes straight to Ken. Ken looks at the top 4, takes the Cavendish off rip, knows what he wants. Straight into it, don't even worry about it.
They're spinning up with this, okay, with a 3-don turn. Let's see if he gets a searcher from that. Doesn't get a searcher, unfortunately. It will just have to be
8 to lead.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, take it, mate. 8 to lead. What are you going to do? Takes a life. Never mind. Passes.
But you can see Ken as well, just understanding that AK swing could come out. Hence why putting the Don under Ace, being able to draw a card from the top deck because he took a life. Just efficient. You love to see it.
And there we go. We see the Cavendish being able to draw 2 and trash 1.
That's right. And that's on a win attack as well, so it can keep going through. And the idea is that you just want to keep on pace with everything. So Yeah, Cavendish, that new card that actually is being seen in the OP14 Ace. You just want to see more cards. You want to just go as quick as possible, and Cavendish helps with that. So we see the Tashigi on curve for Kaido, but let's see what he does with it. Does he rest the Tashigi? Does he rest his leader to be able to unrest 3 Don and then power up the Tashigi, or so on and so forth? Let's see what he does. Does rest the leader.
Yep.
And leaves the 3 Don up.
Pass the turn back to Ken. He'll going to be on the 6 Don turn play. Let's see if he has. He's got the yams there, but goes before that. He does go for a 6k swing, being able to draw 2 and trash 1. Trashes the 10 block bid. Just building up his hand as much as possible. Does take life. Gets himself the yams. Able to attach 1 rested Don onto the ace. And decides to just swing 8 into lead. Does he have any counters in hand or even possible event counters?
8's just such a big number as well. Wanting to take it. Kaido going down to 2. A much better game from Ken so far. Feels like he's in the driver's seat right now. Let's see what Kaido does. Does he play the 7-cost Shanks on curve, or does he do some more shenanigans with the law? But once again, no searches for Kaido.
Doesn't need, yeah, no searches for Kaido. The cards are already in his hand, but at the same time, it's kind of like scary due to the fact, as you said, the lack of counter.
And the lack of just like being able to mold your hand, you know, will be discussed with Kaido after this. Like, should you have kept that hand? And like, he did have the pieces in there. You saw the Law and Beppo. He had the 5-cost Tashigi. He had the 7-cost Shanks as well. All cards you do want to see, all good cards in this deck, is going to start with the Scratchman Apu resting the Garp. We know what's coming here, Paul. Trafalgar Law, the 6-cost one, being able to shambles here. Scratch around a crew, back to the hand, and what does he play out? It's probably going to be another Tashigi, I feel, Paul.
Bounces back the Law, as you just said, and I think it might be the Bonnie.
Might just be the Bonnie instead. Is indeed the Bonnie, resting a Don, keeping Ken off that 8 Don play.
Yep, just slaps his hand and says, no.
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 You are not Whitebeard until the next turn, so we'll have to see what happens here. Resting the Law, 3 Don is back.
Will he be using the Tashigi ability to bunk that up to 8? Does play a Coffin Boat, able to draw 1 card and gets another Coffin Boat?
It can rest the Coffin Boat and the extra Don that he has.
If, you know, if it's a Coffin Boat, why doesn't he just get a Strepsil?
That's the last time.
Yeah, I know, I know. Noble boat.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that I did look at Paul very, very
Intently.
Yes. Anyway, Tashigi's going up to 8. Here we go. Probably going to be swinging into lead, or is it going to be into the Cavendish? We will have to see.
I think he needs to get rid of that Cavendish. Like, drawing 2, trashing 1. So much value just building his hand up slowly. And it is going to be the 8 into the 6. We'll be trashing and giving a plus 1,000 counter using the leader event. We'll be using another Yet Coffin Boat.
And we'll be passing the turn with 1 Don up due to the fact that Coffin Boat unrested Don. Ken on the 7 Don play, unable to play Iron Whitebeard. So what can he play instead? What are we feeling, Paul? Another Cavendish, maybe?
Can he bounce back anything?
Minus 2,000 to a thing.
I think he's learned his lesson from having at least 1 Don, well, at least 1 Kaido. That's the one thing that Kaido didn't have in the previous game. He didn't have any Coffin Boats.
Sorry, minus 3k is the Ace Sabo and Luffy. So Tashigi's sitting on 6. We've just seen a 7 into 5. Sorry. So he's going to need to give up 3k counter to counter out of this one. But then there's a Yamato swing. There's an Ace swing. There's a few swings here, which Kaito probably not feeling too good about.
Oops. Just seems to be a little discussion there. Trying to find out what is Tarnations is happening right now.
And if you're here at the Nationals, please make sure you report your games.
Yes,
We're getting a lot of announcement about that, and apologies if you can't hear that. But here we go. Ken, you know, Kaito's really thinking about what to do here. There is a lot of stuff that is going to make it tough, but yeah, let's the Tashigi go.
Another 6 into lead.
Looks like it's going to give it 2k.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Done your job. And place another Yamato. Just building up the board slowly, attaching 1 rested Don onto the ace.
And where is that 7 going to? Into a lead, we assume, Paul?
I would assume so, right?
Ken feels like much more of a tempo gaming right now, being able to just swing them. And how many cards does he have in his hand, Paul?
That's a lot of cards.
That's a lot. Where is Kaido's pudding?
Oh, wait.
He doesn't play it, does he?
Illegal to play it.
Yes. Could you imagine you top deck and it's just a blue pudding? You're like, hang on a second.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
Players, you're round 6 pairings are up. One piece 2v2 players. Your pairings are up to the first round. Please bring your stickers.
Here we go.
Takes
Does
that
take
life.
Okay.
Kaido going down to 1, Paul.
Let's see what Kaido has.
Thankfully-
Maybe he could do the lockdown.
Yeah, it does have that 9-cost Mihawk in hand. It can be able to lock down one of these cards. Let's see how he deals with it, though.
Oh, I reckon he could just lock down the whole entire field because the Mihawk rest locks down one of the active Yamato.
Yep.
Then he'll be able to restand using the leader ability.
And then use the
Supernova lockdown.
Might be a good play for Kaido, just kind of come back, be able to control the board. But the issue is, if you control the board, what else is going to come? You know, you have to deal with it eventually. And can you deal with it if there's stuff such as a 10-cost Whitebeard in the way?
It's gonna be a little cheeky 6 poke into the face. We'll be able to counter using at least one of the many cards in his hand. Decides to use the Josu as a plus 1,000 counter.
Many cards is right, Paul. You know, really setting up a whole library there for Ken. Kaido thinking about what he wants to do here. Is it going to be the 9-cost Mihawk? Is it going to be the 7-cost Shanks? What are we talking here?
Oh, here we go. Decides to play. It will be the oh, never mind. Shanks.
Shanks or Mihawk? I think it has to be the Mihawk, though, Paul. You want to control it quickly.
Does play the 9-cost Mihawk. Will be able to rest that Mihawk to basically, that was a voice crack, to use the leader ability to restand 3 Don. Then maybe using that 3 Don to lock down even further. There we go.
It's exactly what you said, Paul. You know, no zero aggression coming from Ken from his characters this turn, but we'll be going to the 10 Don turn. We'll be able to untap of it. Is it going to be an Iron Whitebeard, Paul? Or is it just going to be a vanilla Whitebeard, the 10-cost one? Not vanilla, but playing it for 10.
This plays a raw 10 drop, mate. It is what it is.
A dice on the Yamato to show that it can't swing.
There we go. And bottom decks the Mihawk.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Get rid of it. Then the only swing that can is going to go 10 into lead.
Does he have the he does have the billion-fold tricolor
Trichiliocosm.
trichiliocosm.
Paul, you need to work on your
I
pronunciations,
know.
please. man.
Enunciate.
Well, it was beautifully spelled out in the chat, and we need to keep that legacy going. Trichiliocosm. So back to Kaido, Law and Beppo. Going to hit the Cavendish. Makes a lot of sense. Cavendish is just +1 card every time it swings. So keeping that rest means it's not +1 card every time it swings because it can't swing. Getting the Mihawk up to 7 for the turn, so might be able to feel a bit safer as well. It will all depend on if the 10-cost Whitebeard comes down. Kaido sitting on a 7-cost Shank, sitting on a, not much in terms of boss monsters. Can he keep this aggression up, or can he keep this defense up, should I say, with more boss monsters being able to control the board? Or can kind of play his own bigger monsters and, beat that? We did see the amount of Whitebeards he has in his hand is excessive, and the amount of cards he has in his hand is excessive.
Touches 1 Don onto the Mihawk, swinging 8 into lead. We'll have to pitch out a 2 and a 1, which isn't a problem if he would decide to use the leader ability. Pitching 1 minus 2,000, we'll have to pitch out. No.
One more. He's asked the question of how many cards in hand because he has the pudding in hand, so he's just debating if pudding is the play, and it is indeed. Pudding is gone. Leader ability and 1, getting out of that swing. Let's see what Kaido does as well. Does he swing with the Bonnie? Does he add more Don to the Bonnie? Who knows? We'll find out.
Kaito still contemplating. Has he already used the leader ability?
He has indeed,
Yeah.
hence why there is a Don on the leader pool. So this 8 is actually going to go through. Ken taking that life, going down to 1, draws an extra card. But here we go, Paul. The aggression of 2 Yamatos on board.
Couple of 2K counters in hand. Couple, and only probably, only one event. It's going to be a 6 into lead.
A 6 into lead is actually a 6 into Bonnie, Paul, because lead is sitting at 7.
Oh, my
so
apologies, yeah.
So Kaito just debating what to do, if he gives up counter or does he use one of his abilities. Can use a Paradise Waterfall to unstand the Bonnie if need be as well, to counter and unstand, keep it alive, and maybe he puts the value on that. Let's see. Tough choice for Kaito for sure. What do we think, Paul? Would you be countering out? Would you want to keep the Bonnie on the field, or would you want to...
Restand it. Just restand it.
Nah, just gives a 1K as well.
Yep. Oh,
There it is. I am, well,
No,
he
it's-
is Whitebeard, but not using the event, is playing the Edward Newgate, giving 2 Don, 2 Ace, and 2 Don to the other Yamato more than likely as well. So where do these swings go? Do they go into the Bonnie? They do indeed. 8 into Bonnie.
We'll be able to restand it and then force the last attack back to the Mihawk, pitching out a 2K counter possibly. But do you reckon Kaito needs to maintain that board state?
He has to pressure him somehow as well, because the issue is that Lauren Beppo is now currently here, but it is being able to blocked by the Edward Newgate if no Don investment is there. And the issue with Kaito right now as well, have you seen his hand? No other boss monsters, no
Nope.
9-cost Shanks, no
Nope.
9-cost Mihawks,
Nope.
and Ken did Red Rock, the other 9-cost Mihawk that he did play. So let's have to see what Kaito does here. You know, does he play the Paradise Waterfall so the Yamato can't switch into the, also swinging into the Bonnie, needing to counter out of that, more into life. And 9! How many cards is that, Paul?
That's a lot of cards.
Is that 11?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 11. I did see a couple of Utas there. Uta 2K.
The 2K, the blocker and the 2K as well, but oh my days.
Just let's go to the Bonnie.
8 into lead, Kaito going down to 0. Was looking for that last boss monster, I think.
Here we go. This might be kind of scary for Kaito right now. He does have another... Does he have another Beppo Law? No, he
No,
doesn't.
2 Shanks in hand, 1 Trafalgar Law. Deck not performing when he needs to. Like, he needs to deal with everything that's on the board right now. Is this going to be a scoop from Kaito, or can he find a way through? Doesn't even have a dead man's game to pressure the Don or the blocker. And he, as we've discussed, he has 11 cards. Ken has 11 cards in hand. Ain't no way you can even consider
Ain't
going
no
for
way.
lethal.
No way.
Look at this. Ken has to move his head to look at his entire hand, bro.
It's going to be with that blocker there, it will be an 11 to lead. Can potentially just block with that if he wishes. And he does exactly so.
Just a free block right there. Lauren Beppo being defended off by Whitebeard. So we're going to see what else can Kaito do here.
I mean, I don't think he can block her up. Like, blockering up would be not the best move either.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit awkward as well, but might have to. He's going to play down the Kikunojo, probably to use the Law effect to be able to do something. So he did bait out the Whitebeard block, so might be shambling into a Bonnie. No, it doesn't have the Bonnie. I was going to say, if the Bonnie was to be able to, keep the... Oh, Kaito. I feel like Kaito's done this way too many times, and that is a Law without anything behind it. Kaito, please stop doing it, man. It hurts us. Still got a smile on his face, though. He's struggling through it.
3 Don active. Gonna restand restand 3 Don using the leader ability. Potentially swinging, yes, he will be 8 into lead. He will be using the leader ability. Oops, accidentally slipping there.
And then
Oh, just a
just
one,
debating which
yeah.
1K to do. And yeah, he's just, Kaido's going to concede it there. He needed that swing to go through to even to consider going for game. But yeah, GG's. Ken takes round 2. Paul, we are here for a best of 3.
Best of 3.
We have one more game here, Kaido versus Ken. Who will win? We're not 100% sure, but we're going to be coming back to this last round. Now,
Can actually do it.
Ken can do it.
Yeah, sure he can.
So it's going to be a thing of, does Kaido win this? Depends what does he do on the call, due to the fact that, Kaido has been first every time. Does he want to be going second? Does he want to keep Ken off his curve? Not 100% sure.
One piece players. This is playing at 11 a.m. tournaments.
Just shuffling their deck. Man,
Prize pool.
unlimited time.
Unlimited time. That's right.
Let's see how this third and final game for this round goes. And then we're going to be off to the grand finals.
The grand finals, which is going to be a Mihawk v Mihawk Mirror, Sirius versus Koi. So if you guys want to see more One Piece, please do stick around. Stick around for this game. Stick around for the next game. It's very exciting things right here. We're not going anywhere. Are you going anywhere, Paul?
No.
You got any plans?
Nah.
I've got a plan. It's to
Plan to
watch
go
more
to
One
One
Piece.
Piece,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. OP14 finding us a new deck to be one of the top meta decks, the Mihawk. Green Mihawk. Green is good.
Don't say that.
Oh, green is not too good then.
Green is good though, right? In this meta, I mean, it's just been so solid in the past few regionals that we've had here.
Well, green's been one of those decks that's been really carried by leaders such as Jewelry Bonnie being able to use the green cards most effectively. But then now we have a new leader being able to use the cards, and that is Green Mihawk. He may be fake in the anime. He's not fake in our hearts. In the TCG, that is. Unlimited time. We're going to be shuffling the decks. Make sure they're shuffled, really randomized. Ken doing extra shuffle. Kaido doing a cut.
Who do you think is going to take this?
Paul, if I was a betting man, I'd put more money on this because both horses are, both players are going to be 50-50. Looks like Ken is going first, and it looks like Kaido will be going second. So taking second away from the ace, and Kaido saw his hand, didn't like it. Let's see if we can see what Ken's hand is. Nope. Ken, please.
Sir. Please, sir. Let us see your hand.
Ken! Thank you.
Oh. 2 red rocks.
2 red box, 1 Whitebeard, 1 Cavendish, and 1 Garb. So has that Searcher indeed. So now we're going to watch Kaido see what he gets on his top 5 cards he's looking for. He's looking for his boss monsters. Probably looking for a 5-cost card as well. Either that be a 6-cost Law to be able to play on turn, or play a Tashigi. We'll have to see.
Let us know in the comments if you're watching. Who do you want to see go third place here at Nationals? Is your money on Kaido? Is your money on Ken? Let us know.
Very disappointing from Kaido actually playing Mihawk. He should be playing Kaido. Kaito and Kaido would be chef's kiss. We'd be saying that all day, but
yeah, but he wants to win.
yeah, that is the most real you've been about Mihawk, Paul. Mihawk about Kaido. Anyway,
Goes for the Searcher, Kid Killer, top 5, getting a Supernova. Does get himself the Law Beppo.
looks like we'll be taking a Law and Beppo as well. Yeah, perfect. Does want to take it, and there it is. Going to be using that later, and is going to be on curve as well. Looks like Kaido actually has a few plays to go here. Ken's going to go 8 into lead. Kaido taking his first life.
Let's see what he manages to play on the 4th on turn. Will be using the Garb Searcher, getting himself the Yamato, going for that odd dot turn curve.
Just perfect. Just what you need as well. If you're going to be finding anything, it's going to be the Yamato. On 5, you can play the Yamato, draw 2 cards, and you get a Don under your leader. It's nice.
Plays 2 for the Kid and Killer. Let's see if he gets does he get himself a 2K counter? Yes, he does. With that Zoro, he does have 2 Don remaining. We'll be able to play the Perona Searcher, looking for another Blade, Slash, as well as Green Event.
Yes, indeed, Paul. What does he do? He can take the Perona, can take the Shanks, but probably might be looking at the 5-cost Tashigi. He has 4-cost Zoros in the hand.
Will be
There
there
it is.
Shigi, and will he use the leader ability to just swing? Okay, never mind. He cut. Wait. there's a character that can't be combined.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct. It needs just one character
Yeah,
for
yeah.
5 cost less. Combined was Green Yellow Law, which we
Yes,
casted
yes,
yesterday.
yeah.
If you guys missed that, there was an undefeated Green Yellow Law in the top 8, I believe, and unfortunately lost on stream. But if you want to see some Green Yellow Law, go watch the stream from yesterday. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. Can't get rid of us that easy. So we'll have to see if he's going to counter out of that. And here's the Cavendish, actually, Paul, not wanting to play the Yamato. So, yeah.
He needs to really get rid of that Cavendish because the amount of value that Ken managed to get in the previous round, just swing, draw 2, trash 1, just filtering through his deck, and the amount of counter that he built up. 11 cards in hand. Redonkulous.
That was a lot of cards, and like no way for Kaito to really push through. He needs to be getting the tempo going, which is definitely what he's doing. This game feels a bit better. We'll be resting stuff for the Tashigi. Here we go. What else is he thinking of playing, Paul?
No, just has to go 9 into lead and wants to just take it. There we go. It is going to be a 2k counter in hand. Does get himself another 2k counter using, it was the Three Brothers. Three Brothers is 2k, yeah?
Yeah, sure
Yes,
is.
it
One of the first SRs that are like a 2K. I don't think there's many 2K SRs out there, are there? I'm sure chat will tell me about another one that I'm forgetting. Koala from OPO5, disregard. Is that only in red cards then? Is there any
Disregard,
other?
yeah.
I wonder if there's another SR that's not red that is a 2K counter. Chat, if you know, let us know. That's a little pop quiz trivia. Paul's racking his brain right now, but Kaito going down to 3 life there, taking the 7K swings. And the Cavendish is just building Ken's hand. It's an absurd amount. Cavendish is just that extra layer. You know, we were shocked at the amount of cards that Ace can have in hand when they were not playing the Cavendish, but now the Cavendish is in here as well. Oh, purple Sanji, 2K, of course. OPO6 Perona, there's a lot of them.
Yes, all right,
the
right,
red
right.
Uta, everyone's Hiyori.
Everyone's all right, good. We got a bit of engagement from the chat. That's all right, we sometimes read it.
Yeah, we read it. Thank you, guys. But it looks like a lot of people know their 2K SRs.
Just making sure we don't have any Poker Bros in chat. Okay.
Whoa. Wild. Looks like this 7K swing was the last thing that happened, so Kaito's just debating if he wants to counter or if he wants to take it. Someone in the chat's just gone red Mimikyu.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Back to the game.
Get him, get him.
Gets himself the Garb, searches the top 5, manages to get a
Top 4.
Top 4, sorry.
Ah.
Oh, gets it.
Oh,
The
the
puts.
puts. There's a little bit too much put in, and Kaito's just checking his hand. He goes, "How much cards do I have?" And he goes, "Oh
Kaito's
no,
scared.
I need to play a lot of cards quickly." But unless it's not going to work out. Oh, Paul, you upset the chat with that last comment. We won't go back to that comment. We're here for the finals, Paul. Mihawk sitting on a nice cruisy 8 Don. Going to be resting the Kid and Perona for the Tashigi. Going up to 8 for the turn. You know, that's the number. 8 is the way you want to be swinging.
All I'm going to say is, Kaito, you look at those cards well you can, because in the next turn, those cards are going to dwindle down to a merely 5 in hand.
Yeah, still playing the Perona, though. He actually is trying to sculpt his hand. He might be taking a second Lauren Beppo. Does Ken kind of look at that stuff and goes, another Lauren Beppo, huh? Do you want to try that again? And plays the pudding. We will have to see, because Ken will be going to his 9 Don turn. Is that correct, Paul? Yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
So, you know, does he have another Yamato in hand? Can he pudding in Yamato, establish 2 bodies on board, you know, really just get under Kaito's skin and kind of reset the game? We will have to see.
What are you going to do, Kaito-san? Going to be leaving one active Don aside. Possibly going to be using that as, he can rest the Perona to reactivate 3 Don if he wishes.
I think we're going to see a 6-cost law here, Paul.
Yep, it will be a 6-cost law. Oh, just thinking, does he bounce back? Which one is he going to bounce back? Okay, cool.
Kid and Killer going to trash.
To bounce back a Perona to pick it up and then drop in a
Bonnie
and
freezing the Cavendish. No
He's
more.
sick and tired of it.
He's sick and tired. I mean, I'm sick and tired of Paul. Ace cannot have that many cards in hand and not be playing into a pudding.
It's like, Ken's like, Kaito, mate, only I can have a lot of cards. And you know what? You can't, because guess what? A little, a blonde-headed woman is going to pay you a visit. And just... Get rid of your hand altogether.
Get rid of your hand. Big hand bully. 8 in the lead. Leader ability from Ken and pitching the 1K. Izzo wanting to stay on that 2 life area around there. Let's see what else they can do.
Goes for using the leader ability, restanding 3, Don. Is he going to invest? Yes, he is. We've seen this before. It's going to be an 8K swing to face. Oh. What?
No, it was not an 8K swing. He was just resting the card.
I was going to say.
It's okay,
Sorry,
bud.
man. Long
It's
day.
okay,
Long
bud.
day.
It's
Long
okay,
day.
bud.
I was- I
You
had-
should
I
have.
apologize.
You guys, you should have seen Paul. He had his hands and he goes, "What's going on right now?" He's just resting it.
My bad.
Anyway, Ken onto the 9 Don turn. What does he do? Does he play the pudding? Or does he do something else? Looks like we're going to see the ace, Sabo and Luby, -3 to the Tashigi, putting a Don onto the ace.
Oh!
Kaido, you've worked so hard to get your hand up to that level, and putting the champion pudding just says,
No.
no.
He got so far. In the end, doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. Oh, nice. Fist bump. We got to verbalize what we do as well because people can't see us. But nothing like chucking a little reference out there. If you don't know that reference, go find out what that reference
Oh, we're
is.
boomers. We're a bunch of boomers here.
You are.
Yeah. What?
Oh, anyway, back to the game. Kaido shuffling his deck, just praying for the top 5 cards. What kind of cards is he looking for in the top 5, Paul, do you reckon?
We can actually look at that.
Oh, we can look at it. But what would you want, Paul, if you're Kaido?
Okay. If I was Kaido, I would want nothing. I don't want any bricks.
Yep.
He's going to be on the 10 Don turn, possibly a Beppo Law.
Yeah,
would
that'd
be nice.
And maybe a 9-cost Mihawk would be nice.
A Law, Beppo Law, as well as a 1-cost event. The
the Luffy one. And
Okay, wait.
Coffin Boat, Dead Man's Game, Kikinojo, Law, and Tashigi. That is not what you want to be seeing in your hand, especially going into your 10 Don turn. That pudding, I think has changed the game.
It just doesn't stop.
Just doesn't stop. The pudding is just blew through the amount of cards. And, you know, we can see Ken, the way that he's actually done this play. First he's played the Ace, Sabo, Luffy, and then he's done the pudding as well. Just changing up, you know, Kaito's entire hand. You know, let's see what the counter is. He doesn't even have enough for these swings into the Tashigi.
Oh, sir.
And was this a 9? Was it? Yeah, no, got rid of the Tashigi. That was the ace swing into there. Very big.
Will be going a 9 into the Bonnie.
Yeah, controlling the board, Ken. Bonnie going down as well. 2 into the Kid and Killer going down as well.
Just really, like, Ken's just looking for those, going for those swings, really try to pick Kaido's brain to determine,
Paul,
was that a Paradise Waterfall?
It was a Paradise Waterfall, just useless. You want to be seeing these big boss monsters. You know, at least a 7-cost Shanks to be able to deal with the amount of cards that are on the board. But no, none of that. It's just a bunch of trash.
Trash.
Kaido does not like trash. We don't like
the
trash.
leader does.
Which leader?
Purple. That's the trash life.
Oh, Kaido. But not Kaito.
Plays the Coffin Boat, able to draw 1 card. Does get himself the 5-cost Bonnie, but I don't think it really is going to matter at this point.
No, he probably wants to be using it in combo with a Law. So yeah, maybe it does matter. He's going to get this Verona back to hand, being able to recycle and play the Bonnie. Looks like he's actually, you know...
Freezing the Cavendish?
Cavendish makes a lot of sense because you just want those extra cards in hand. So he's trying to look for the play out. This will be the last time Kaido does play, same as Ken as well. So I doubt there'll be any scoops here. And this is untimed as well.
There we go. Uses the Bonnie. Will be freezing either. We'll freeze the Cavendish.
Yeah.
It has to be. Yeah, there you go. All right, Cavendish, mate. You go to the naughty corner. You've done enough damage. Plays himself a Perona, looks at the top 5. Let's see if he gets a bit lucky here, please. And it's going to be a 10-drop Beppo Law.
He needs it for the next turn just to be able to try and set up. And we'll have to see what Ken does with the amount of swings that he has as well. Only has, you know, the Yamato and the leader. So yeah, probably actually not as much as we expect. But, you know, that... we'll have to see what Kaido does here. We do know Ken is still sitting on a pretty big hand. Maybe not as big as we've expected from him, but Kaido slowly whittling it down. But we do know there is still 2 more life that he needs to get through, so it's going to be 8 into lead.
No blocker, but has plenty of cards in hand. Does take the life. It's going to be another Yams. Goes for another 8 into lead, using the leader ability, trashing the 8 cost event, minusing 2,000. We'll have to pitch another one. There we go. Gets rid of the Ezo, restands, and passes turn.
Bit of deja vu on that one. It felt like, Paul, we've seen
Deja vu.
that.
Initially? Okay, no.
I run the streets, and I know it's my time before. Anyway,
7 into lead. Oh no, 7 into law.
Oh, 7 into law. Trying to get 2Ks out of Kaido's hand, but we know how Mihawk kind of works. Has a finite amount of 2Ks and normally wants to be using the blockers and so on. So, the events. But Kaido only has 1 don up. Can Paradise Waterfall to get out of this and restand the law if maybe that's what he's looking for?
Let's see what... Still has the 10 Don still available. Dare I say that does he have a buff bid in that?
A little buffly man. He has a red rock here too.
it's
Is triple red rock Jozu?
He's got a red rock and also he's got the Jozu. I think so. He might be bouncing back one of the laws maybe. No, I don't think so. No, he'll be just giving him value though.
Paul, were we actually seeing not a great hand from Ken?
Maybe it was just a bluff. He bluffed us.
Yeah, I feel like he was such in a controlling spot. But now that we've done all this, he hasn't seen a white beard. He hasn't seen a 10 cost white beard. No 9 cost white beard. Where's Ken's big bodies? And we can see the value of that Bonnie actually keeping the Cavendish rested, not allowing Ken to cycle through his deck. And we did see the Paradise Waterfall as well to restand the law.
It's going to be a 6 into the Bonnie.
Paul, this feels like a battle of attrition here. 3 red rocks in Ken's hand. Those are all bricks. Can't use his leader ability, obviously. Is he going to play one of them anyway?
I think he will, just to get rid of at least one big... Oh!
Oh! Oh,
it's GG's!
Ken's GG'd out. He didn't like what he was seeing. He didn't like what was happening. And he's just GG'd out.
He's just scooped. Scoopity scoop.
He wasn't vibing it. He didn't like it at all. Kaito is our third place winner of...
Oh, mate.
Wow. That is crazy. Ken he wasn't vibing and we didn't realize. We felt like he was in control for a lot of that game.
We were able to... I thought he was just drawing, getting value from that, but apparently not.